Chosen one, what I'm about to reveal will change your life forever. It's no coincidence that you're receiving this message right now. Heaven has been watching your every step, every tear, every silent prayer. A great test approaches, but don't fear. You were chosen precisely for your ability to overcome it. At this moment, the universe is aligning in your favor. Doors that were closed are about to open. The scarcity that has pursued you is coming to an end. Prepare to witness the impossible becoming reality in your life. This message has reached you because the decisive moment of your transformation has arrived. God has heard your prayers and is now ready to pour abundance into your life. Your destiny is being rewritten at this very moment. Chosen one, before we continue with this divine revelation, I want you to do 3 things to amplify the energy of this message. First, subscribe to this channel so that future revelations will reach you at the exact moment. Second, leave your like as a sign that you're ready to receive the transformation that's coming. And third, leave in the comments the words, "I am ready." This simple declaration will send a signal to the universe that you are open to receiving the blessings that are on their way. Do this now before we proceed, because what comes next will completely change your perspective on the divine tests approaching. Don't skip any part of this message. Every word has been carefully chosen for your complete transformation. Chosen one, the message I bring today has traversed spiritual dimensions to reach you. This is not an ordinary message. It's a divine calling that echoes through the corridors of time to find exactly your spirit. You have been chosen. Yes, you who are receiving this message now. Heaven watches you attentively, not with judgment, but with immense love and expectation. Since the beginning of time, your name was written in the stars. Your journey, your challenges, your tears, none of it was in vain. Every difficult moment served as preparation for this great calling that now resonates in your heart. Do you feel it? It's that internal tremor, that sensation that something grand is about to happen. This is the awakening of your divine purpose. The universe doesn't choose randomly. You were selected for your resilience, for your ability to stand firm when everyone around you gave up. Even in the darkest days, when doubt tried to consume you, something within you refused to be extinguished. That flame is your divine connection, the mark that you are truly a chosen one. Now, at this exact moment, celestial forces are mobilizing in your favor. All of heaven is watching you with expectation. Angels are strategically positioned in your life, ready to assist you in the great test that approaches. It's no coincidence that this message has reached you today. It's a divine sign, a milestone in the spiritual calendar of your existence. Your calling is unique. While millions remain asleep, you have been awakened. While others remain in ignorance, your spiritual eyes are being opened. This is the difference of the chosen one, the ability to see beyond appearances, to perceive divine movements behind circumstances. You may be asking yourself, why me? What makes me special? The answer is in your own journey. Remember all the times you could have given up, but chose to move forward. Recall the moments when faith seemed like madness, but you persisted. That's why you are the chosen one. Your unwavering faith, even when everything seemed lost, is what distinguished you in the eyes of the divine. This calling doesn't come without responsibility. Being chosen means being willing to face challenges that others wouldn't face. It means being prepared to be tested in ways that will seem impossible at first. But remember, you weren't called because the path would be easy. You were called because you have the capacity to overcome the impossible. The decisive moment has arrived. From today, your life will never be the same. The old structures that limited you are being broken. The beliefs that kept you in scarcity are being dissolved. A new world of possibilities is opening before you. God is pouring over you a mantle of spiritual authority. This isn't common authority, it's a transformative power that will allow you to manifest the abundance, health, and prosperity you've always deserved. Scarcity no longer has power over your life. Debts, diseases, toxic relationships, all of this is being rewritten by the divine power that now flows through you. Believe, chosen one, that at this exact moment, as you receive this message, something powerful is happening in the spiritual realm. Doors are being opened, paths are being paved, and your victory is already being celebrated in heaven before it even manifests in your physical reality. This is your moment. Heaven is watching you with expectation, eager to see you embrace your divine calling and enter into the fullness of your purpose. Don't retreat, don't hesitate. The time of doubt is over. The time of certainty has come, the absolute confidence that you were chosen for something extraordinary. Respond to the calling. Say yes to your divine destination. Allow yourself to be elevated beyond human limitations to experience the supernatural in your life. From now on, you no longer walk alone. All of heaven walks with you, guiding your steps, preparing you for the great test that approaches, a test that doesn't come to destroy you, but to reveal your true glory. You are the chosen one. Your moment has arrived. Heaven is watching. The transformation has begun. Chosen one, open your spiritual eyes to this transformative truth. At this exact moment, all of heaven has its eyes fixed on you. Not as a distant observer, but as a loving father who accompanies every step of his beloved child. You are being observed not with judgment, but with expectation. Your every movement is noticed, every prayer is heard, every tear is counted. Heaven's gaze upon you is not casual, it's an intentional, focused gaze, full of purpose. When God sets his eyes on someone, it's not by chance. It's because he sees something extraordinary, something that perhaps even you haven't been able to see yet. The Creator of the universe is so attentive to your life that he even knows the number of hairs on your head. Notice the divine signs that have been appearing in your life. Those coincidences that don't seem like coincidences. Those unexpected encounters. Those doors that open when you least expect. All of these are manifestations of heaven's attentive gaze upon you. God is moving people, circumstances, and opportunities to align them in your favor. Nothing that happens in your life is by chance. Everything is being divinely orchestrated. Have you been feeling an internal restlessness lately? A deep desire for change? An inexplicable call to something greater? This isn't just a passing feeling, it's the direct result of heaven's gaze upon your life. When God fixes his eyes on someone, that person can no longer remain the same. There's an inevitable transformation that begins to happen from the inside out. Heaven's gaze upon you has the power to transform any situation. Where there is disease, the divine gaze brings healing. Where there is scarcity, the divine gaze manifests abundance. Where there is conflict, the divine gaze establishes peace. Nothing can resist the transformation that comes when heaven decides to focus its attention on a life. Many spend an entire lifetime without realizing they're being watched by heaven. They live as if they were alone, as if their struggles went unnoticed. But you, chosen one, have received the revelation that the divine gaze is upon you. This awareness changes everything. When you know you're being watched by the Creator, each step becomes a prayer, each decision becomes an act of faith. Heaven's gaze isn't just passive, it's active, creative, transformative. When God looks at you, he doesn't just see what you are now, but what you're destined to become. His gaze doesn't just observe your current reality, but is actively creating your future reality. He sees the champion when everyone around sees just an ordinary person. He sees the victor when the world sees only struggles. In moments of solitude, remember, you're never really alone. Heaven's gaze accompanies you wherever you go. When you cry in the silence of night, God sees your tears. When you celebrate small victories that no one else notices, heaven celebrates with you. When you fight against fears you dare not share with anyone, angels are being sent to strengthen your spirit. Heaven is watching you with a specific purpose. You have been chosen for a great test, a divine trial that will reveal the glory that has always been within you. This test doesn't come to destroy you, but to elevate you. It doesn't come to expose your weaknesses, but to reveal your hidden strength. Heaven observes because it knows you're about to enter a new phase of your spiritual journey. The signs of celestial observation are everywhere around you. That idea that came in a dream, that word of encouragement that arrived at the exact moment, that door that opened when all others were closed, these are the tangible manifestations of heaven's attentive gaze. From today, begin to live with the constant awareness that heaven is watching you. Not with fear, but with the absolute confidence that being under the divine gaze is the safest place you could be. When you internalize this truth, your walk changes. You begin to walk with more confidence, speak with more authority, live with more purpose. Heaven's gaze is your greatest protection. Like an invisible shield, it surrounds you on all sides. No weapon formed against you shall prosper while you remain under this divine gaze. The enemy's plans are frustrated before they even materialize, because heaven sees what's coming and has already prepared your defense. Chosen one, rejoice. Heaven's gaze upon you is the greatest honor you could receive. It's the confirmation of your worth, the proof of your purpose, the guarantee of your glorious future. Live each moment with the elevated awareness that you're being watched by the Creator of the universe, and that this divine gaze is transforming every area of your life, preparing you for the great test that approaches. Chosen one, the time has come to reveal a profound truth. A great test approaches your life. It's not an ordinary test like those you faced before. This is a divine test, ordained by heaven, specifically designed to catapult you to a new level of glory and manifestation. When God allows a test of this magnitude, it's because He has already seen the victory on the other side. This test doesn't come to destroy you, but to rebuild you. It doesn't come to defeat you, but to crown you. The fire that approaches isn't to consume you, but to purify the gold that's within you. Each challenge, each obstacle, each moment of pressure has a divine purpose, to reveal the greatness that has always been dormant in your spirit. Heaven is watching you because it knows this test is the portal to your next dimension. Just as gold must pass through fire to reveal its true value, you need to face this trial to manifest your true potential. It's not a coincidence that this test arrives now. It's the perfect timing of the Creator, who knows every second of your destiny. Many flee from tests, fear trials, avoid challenges. But you, chosen one, have been prepared for this moment. Every tear you shed in the past, every sleepless night, every seemingly unanswered prayer, all of this was part of the divine training for the test that now approaches. You have been supernaturally equipped not just to survive, but to thrive amid the trial. When the test arrives, many around you won't understand. Some will question your faith, others will doubt your ability to overcome. There will be voices trying to convince you that it's impossible. Ignore these voices. They don't know the power that flows in your veins, the anointing that rests upon your life, the spiritual authority that has been granted to you for this specific time. The test will reveal who is truly by your side. Some people will be removed from your life. Others will be strategically positioned to support you. This is the divine realignment of your circle. Not everyone is designated to accompany you in the next phase of your journey. Some were sent only for a season, and the test will mark the end of that season. Prepare for the unexpected. The test doesn't always come in areas where you feel strongest. Often, it touches precisely the points where you feel most vulnerable. This isn't accidental, it's intentional. God allows us to be tested in areas that need strengthening, in wounds that need healing, in limitations that need to be overcome. The magnitude of the test reveals the magnitude of the promotion awaiting you. If the challenge seems too great, it's because the glory that will come afterward will be even greater. Heaven never allows a test whose reward isn't proportional. The greater the trial, the greater will be the manifestation of abundance, healing, restoration that will follow. During the test, keep your focus on heaven, not on circumstances. The enemy will try to divert your attention, making you look at the waves around instead of keeping your eyes fixed on the Creator. Remember, you're not alone in this battle. Angelic armies have been assigned to fight by your side. Victory has been decreed before the battle even begins. The test will transform your identity. After this trial, you will no longer be the same person. The way you see yourself, how you speak, how you walk, everything will be transformed. The limitations that once defined you will be broken. The insecurities that kept you bound will be dissolved. A new confidence, a new authority, a new anointing will be evident to everyone around you. There are no shortcuts to glory. The test is the divinely ordained path to your elevation. Embrace it with gratitude, knowing that on the other side is a manifestation of power and prosperity that you can barely imagine now. Heaven is watching you not with concern, but with expectation, knowing what this test will produce in your life. Each test has its determined time. This one won't last forever. There is a divinely established beginning, middle, and end. Don't give up in the middle of the process. Many lose their blessing because they give up moments before the miracle. Stand firm. Even when everything indicates otherwise, it's in the darkest moment that dawn is about to emerge. The test will prove not only to heaven, but to yourself what you're capable of. After this trial, you will never again doubt your calling, your capacity, your divine purpose. The limitations that once seemed so real will be exposed as illusions. You will see with absolute clarity that you were created to manifest the impossible, to transform realities, to live beyond circumstances. Chosen one, receive this revelation with courage and expectation. The great test that approaches is your passport to the dimension of miracles that heaven has prepared for you. Don't fear. Prepare yourself. Victory is already guaranteed. Chosen one, now that you understand that a great test approaches, it's time to reveal how to spiritually prepare for this decisive moment. This isn't ordinary preparation. It's a divine strengthening that will allow you not just to face, but to triumph over what's coming. Heaven is watching you prepare, and every step you take towards spiritual strengthening is celebrated in the celestial courts. The first and most powerful preparation tool is intentional silence. In a noisy world, where thousands of voices compete for your attention, silence becomes a revolutionary act. Set aside moments of your day to disconnect from everything, phones, television, internet, conversations, and enter a state of deep quietude. It's in silence that you'll hear the divine voice with clarity. It's in quietness that you'll receive specific instructions on how to navigate the approaching test. Your spirit needs to be fed daily with transformative truths. The words you consume shape your spiritual reality. Distance yourself from negative influences, from prophecies of defeat, from messages that emphasize limitations. Feed yourself with words of life, power, and abundance. Daily declare truths about your identity, your purpose, your glorious future. The declarations you make today are creating the reality you'll face tomorrow. Anticipatory gratitude is one of the most powerful weapons in your spiritual preparation. Give thanks now for the victory you haven't yet seen. Celebrate the miracle that's on its way. Praise for the transformation being operated behind spiritual scenes. When you give thanks before seeing the manifestation, you operate in the dimension of unwavering faith, the same faith that moves mountains and parts seas. Prepare through spiritual fasting, not just from food, but from everything that distracts your spirit from divine purpose. Fast from negative thoughts, from toxic relationships, from habits that drain your spiritual energy. This type of fasting cleanses the spiritual channels, allowing divine energy to flow freely through you, strengthening you for the test that approaches. Creative visualization is a divine tool often neglected. Your spirit needs to see victory before it manifests physically. Dedicate time every day to visualize yourself triumphing over the test, overcoming each obstacle, walking in total victory. See the details, feel the emotions, immerse completely in this future reality. What your spirit can visualize with clarity, your being will be able to manifest with power. Strengthen yourself through intentional communion. It's not time to isolate yourself completely, but to connect strategically. Surround yourself only with people who feed your faith, who speak life over your future, who see beyond current circumstances. A single toxic relationship can drain the spiritual strength you're building. Choose carefully who will have access to your spirit in this time of preparation. Conscious breathing is a practice of spiritual alignment often forgotten. Your breath is divine, a constant reminder of the life flowing through you. Several times a day, stop what you're doing and breathe deeply, consciously. With each inhalation, visualize yourself receiving divine strength, wisdom, courage. With each exhalation, release fear, doubt, anxiety. This simple practice keeps your spirit aligned with celestial frequencies. Strengthen yourself through radical generosity. It seems contradictory, but giving when you need to receive is a powerful spiritual principle. When you give, be it time, resources, love, attention, you declare to the universe that you operate in abundance, not in scarcity. This spiritual declaration opens channels for you to receive much more than you gave. Generosity in times of preparation for tests is an act of faith that heaven honors grandly. Meditation on divine promises is fundamental in your preparation. It's not just about reading promises, but about inhabiting them completely with your spirit. Meditate deeply on the truths that guarantee your victory, allowing each word to penetrate to the core of your being. When divine promises become more real to you than visible circumstances, you are truly prepared to face any test. Prepare through spiritual boldness. Begin to act now as if you had already passed the test and emerged victorious. This isn't pretension, it's faith in action. Speak with authority, walk with confidence, make decisions based on the victory that's coming, not on current limitations. When you act based on future reality instead of present reality, you accelerate the manifestation of that reality in your life. The healing of past memories is essential in your spiritual preparation. Previous tests may have left scars on your spirit. Dedicate time to identify and heal these wounds, as they can become points of vulnerability in the test that's coming. Forgive completely, yourself and others. Release resentments, hurts, disappointments. A healed spirit is a strong spirit, prepared to face new challenges. Chosen one. Remember that this preparation isn't just to survive the test, but to triumph gloriously through it. Heaven is watching you strengthen yourself, and every step you take towards spiritual preparation is a declaration of the victory that is already yours. Don't neglect this time of strengthening. It's the foundation upon which your transformation will be built. Chosen one, it's time to lift your eyes to contemplate the glorious horizon that extends beyond the test. Heaven not only watches you during the trial, but already celebrates the victory that is guaranteed for you. This isn't a vague hope, but a divine promise sealed with spiritual authority. What awaits you after the test is so extraordinary that your spirit can barely comprehend it now. The first manifestation of the promised victory will be unprecedented financial abundance. The structures of scarcity that limited your life will be completely destroyed. Resources will flow to you from unexpected sources, inexplicable to the natural mind. Doors of provision that you didn't even know existed will suddenly open. This won't be just a temporary improvement, it will be a complete transformation of your financial DNA. Poverty will no longer have legal right over your life. After the test, you will experience an extraordinary expansion of your influence and spiritual authority. Words that come out of your mouth will carry a creative power that will surprise even you. When you declare healing, bodies will be restored. When you decree prosperity, circumstances will change instantly. Your ability to manifest spiritual reality in the physical plane will be amplified in ways that will seem miraculous to ordinary eyes. The promised victory includes a complete renewal of your health and vitality. Chronic diseases that have accompanied you for years will disappear. Energy you haven't felt since youth will return in abundance. Your body will align with the divine perfection for which it was originally designed. This isn't just healing. It's a complete reinstallation of divine health, allowing you to fulfill your purpose without physical limitations. Relationships that were destroyed will be restored in surprising ways. People who left your life will return with new purposes. Seemingly irreconcilable conflicts will find divine resolution. More than that, new strategic relationships will be established. Connections with people who carry keys to open doors you didn't even know existed. These won't be ordinary friendships, but divine alliances with strategic purpose for your next phase. The mental clarity that will come after the test will be like emerging from a fog into a perfectly sunny day. Decisions that previously seemed confusing will become crystal clear. The divine purpose for each area of your life will be revealed with extraordinary precision. The wisdom that will flow through you won't be merely human, but a direct manifestation of the divine mind operating through your intellect. After the test, you will enter a new level of supernatural favor. Doors will open without you needing to knock. People will feel an inexplicable compulsion to bless you, promote you, invest in your dreams. This favor won't be based on your human qualifications, but on the divine seal that will be visible upon your life. God's favor will do more for you in one moment than your own efforts could do in decades. The peace that awaits you after this test is beyond human understanding. It won't be just the absence of conflict, but a deep, unshakable tranquility that will remain firm even amid external storms. Your mind and heart anchored in a spiritual reality so solid that nothing in the physical world can disturb your center. This peace will be so tangible that people will enter your presence just to experience it. An explosive creativity will be released in your life after the test. Revolutionary ideas, innovative solutions, transformative concepts will flow through you like an endless river. You will become a portal for divine strategies to enter the earthly plane. This creativity won't be just for your benefit, but will impact entire communities, bringing solutions to problems that seemed unsolvable. Your spiritual perception will be expanded to dimensions you didn't even know existed. You will see in the spiritual realm with surprising clarity, quickly discerning truths and lies, recognizing divine opportunities instantly. This sharpened perception will give you a supernatural advantage in every area of your life, allowing you to navigate with precision where others stumble in darkness. The promised victory includes a transfer of wealth of biblical proportions. Resources that were in the hands of the unjust will be redirected to your hands. Not just money, but properties, influence, platforms, all types of resources will be transferred to you as part of your divine inheritance. This transfer isn't for your personal comfort, but to establish the kingdom with power and authority. After the test, your name will be elevated to places of honor you never imagined. Recognition will come not because you sought it, but because the divine glory upon your life will be impossible to ignore. This recognition will open doors for you to influence spheres of power previously inaccessible, bringing transformation to systems and structures that impact multitudes. Chosen one, what awaits you after the test is a completely transfigured life. Not just improved, but fundamentally transformed in its essence. Heaven already sees this reality and watches with expectation. as you traverse the final test that separates you from your glorious destiny. Don't give up now. The promised victory is closer than you imagine. Chosen one, we've reached the culminating moment of this divine revelation. Heaven is watching you on the threshold of the greatest transformation a human being can experience. This isn't a superficial change, not a temporary adjustment. It's a complete, irreversible, and glorious transfiguration. After this final transformation, your life will never be the same, for you will have crossed a spiritual portal that few are privileged to traverse. The transformation begins at the deepest core of your being, your identity. Who you believed yourself to be is being completely redefined. The limitations you accepted as part of your nature are being disintegrated. A new identity is emerging. The identity of the chosen one, the victor, the transformer. This change of identity isn't gradual, it's instantaneous. In a divine moment, you will simply know who you really are, and all the lies you once believed about yourself will fall like scales from your eyes. Your mind will be completely renewed. Thought patterns that kept you bound for decades will be broken in an instant. The way you process information, how you interpret events, how you imagine possibilities, everything will be elevated to a supernatural level. You will begin to think as heaven thinks, to see as heaven sees, to understand as heaven understands. This mental renewal isn't just an improvement, it's a complete reconstruction of your cognitive architecture. Your physical body will experience a miraculous restoration. Cells will be regenerated, systems will be rebalanced, organs will be revitalized. This isn't just healing, it's divine rejuvenation. You will feel energy flowing at levels you haven't experienced since youth. Medical conditions that specialists declared permanent will disappear without explanation. Your body will become a living testimony to the transformative power that now dwells in you. Your spiritual connection will reach unexplored dimensions. The veil that separates the natural from the supernatural will become so thin that you will transition between these realms with ease. Your ability to perceive spiritual realities will become so sharp that you will receive divine guidance constantly. Heaven will no longer be a distant concept, but a tangible reality with which you will interact daily. This connection will transform every decision, every relationship, every endeavor. Your words will carry a creative power that will alter physical realities. When you speak, they won't be just sounds. They will be decrees loaded with spiritual authority. What you declare will be established. What you deny will be undone. This isn't a mystical ability. It's the natural result of your complete transformation and alignment with divine purpose. The words that come out of your mouth will be seeds that instantly produce visible harvests. Your dominion over adverse circumstances will be absolute. Problems that once seemed like insurmountable mountains will now be just small obstacles easily overcome. You will no longer react to crises. You will dissolve them before they even fully form. This dominion doesn't come from techniques or strategies, but from the internal transformation that fundamentally alters how you relate to the world around you. Your perception of time will be revolutionized. You will no longer feel pressured, rushed, or late. Through the final transformation, you will enter a state of perfect synchronicity with divine timing. Opportunities will arrive exactly when you're ready for them. Doors will open precisely at the right moment. This temporal recalibration will eliminate anxiety, rush, and regret from your experience. Your ability to manifest abundance will be exponentially amplified. Prosperity will flow to you in ways that defy conventional explanations. This won't be abundance just to accumulate, but to distribute, to bless, to transform entire communities. You will become a channel through which divine resources will constantly flow, creating an impact that will extend for generations. Your spiritual intuition will reach prophetic levels. You will know things you haven't learned, understand concepts you never studied, perceive realities that are hidden from others. This isn't a psychic ability, but a manifestation of your spirit completely tuned to the divine frequency. Decisions that once required long deliberations will now be made with instant confidence, based on knowledge that transcends human intellect. Your relationships will undergo a divine purification. People who aren't aligned with your purpose will leave your life without conflict or drama. Simultaneously, new divine connections will be established. Relationships that carry purpose, that add value, that multiply your impact. This relational transformation won't be painful but liberating, creating a circle of influence perfectly aligned with your mission. Your physical presence will emanate a tangible energy that others can feel. When you enter environments, the atmosphere will change. People will feel peace, clarity, inspiration simply by being near you. This isn't human charisma, it's the visible manifestation of the final transformation that has occurred in your being. You will become a living portal through which the divine presence touches the physical world. Your purpose will become crystalline, undeniable, irresistible. All past experiences, good and bad, will be recontextualized, revealing how each moment was a divine preparation for this time. You will no longer question your place or role in the world. The clarity of purpose will eliminate confusion, indecision, and regret, replacing them with unwavering determination and laser focus. Your impact on the world will be multiplied beyond what you could imagine. The final transformation isn't just for you. It's so that through you, multitudes will be impacted. Your testimony will inspire others to seek their own transformation. Your life will become a living demonstration of what is possible when someone responds completely to the divine call and passes through the great test with faithfulness. Chosen one, this final transformation isn't just a distant promise, it's an imminent reality. Heaven already sees it as complete. Each step you take in faith, each moment you persist during the test, each declaration of confidence in the divine promise is accelerating the manifestation of this transformation in your life. Prepare yourself, for your life will never be the same again. What's coming is so glorious that if you could glimpse it now in its fullness, you would fall to your knees in admiration. Heaven is watching, angels are positioned, the universe is aligned, all waiting for the perfect moment for your final transformation to manifest in all its glory. From this moment, begin to live as if the transformation were already complete. Speak as the transformed. Walk as the transformed. Decide as the transformed. This isn't pretension. It's faith in action. It's the prophetic declaration of your emerging reality. Heaven responds to this type of faith with accelerated manifestations. Whatever test you're facing now, know that it's just the door to this extraordinary transformation. Each tear, each struggle, each moment of perseverance is leading you to a glorious destiny that infinitely exceeds what you could ask or imagine. Stand firm. Your final transformation is closer than you imagine.